Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone to Showers Antiquities auction number 5. I see that we already have a nice amount of watchers tuned in this evening. Thank you for tuning in. We've added a larger poster size piece here that allows people to see how to subscribe, and our 2 eBay stores that we have down here. This is for YouTube live auction, Showers Antiquities. Go to this URL in order to subscribe, or you can look us up on Facebook at Showers Antiquities, and you'll have the proper links to go to from that point on and be able to bid in our auctions. This auction is for May 19th, 7 p.m. This is our 5th overall auction. Our first 3 were on Saturdays. We had one this past Monday night, and then this is Wednesday night. We'll be getting into this very shortly. As you know, we like to move along quickly and give the buyer a great price. I will be explaining some potential changes and upcoming dates, etc. as we go through this tonight. We do not have a upcoming date for our next auction yet, an exact date, but we will have that online for you no later than Monday evening of next week, which is 5 days from today, May 24th. We'll have another preview out there, and we'll contact all current bidders and subscribers directly and let them know when our next auction is going to be. We're looking at possibly even changing the format slightly to make it more interesting and exciting. Some of the rules real quickly to go over include the 5-minute timer that we have in our upper left-hand corner here. We're going to start off, at least the first 5 lots will be 5 minutes long. And then we'll adjust accordingly from there, maybe down to 3 minutes or even 2.5 minutes per lot, depending on how much active bidding we have. There will be a $20 start price on each lot throughout the evening. Each and every lot of our 36 total lots, 36 lots, will start at $20. And we're going to go with $2 increments from there, up to $50, then $5 up. Increments up to 100, and then $10 increments over 100. No bids means no sale. We have hassle-free shipping domestically. The only shipping that needs to be paid is for international shipping, which the international buyers will be responsible completely for their shipping charges, but no shipping domestically within the United States. No charges. That is for shipping. It's free shipping within the United States. You're buying the lots with the understanding that there are no returns. We sell these so economically that, quite frankly, it's just my personal decision not to allow any returns, because the buys are so obviously good, and the photos, etc., and our descriptions are that strong that there should be absolutely no desire to have any returns. And you want to place a bid, you do so in the comment section by writing the item price, in other words, your bid amount, and the lot number in the comment section. Again, the lot number and the amount of your bid in the comment section. We recommend bidding early and often, because we found out that a lot of people are getting sniped at the end, and try to put your best bid in as early as possible. The final bid, which will be the highest bid, will win the lot. So in other words, a final bid, that is the highest bid, will win the lot. In order to outbid someone under $50, you must be at least $2 ahead of them. The timer that we use is a few seconds faster than the internet clock that we have. So bid often and bid early. We will let you know when our next auction is, as previously noted, by contacting you directly and also putting it up on our sites. So we are getting ready to get underway with this evening's auction, which is auction number 5. We're going to start, obviously, with lot number 1 and have 36 total lots. Lot number 1 this evening will be a series of vintage catalogs to include the Handbook for Boys, Boy Scout catalog from 1948. Fabulous condition. If you check my completed eBay auctions, you'll see I actually got like $90 for one of these in my eBay store. And we're starting off with a $20 minimum bid on all of the items that are here this evening. Next item is a Rochester Radiator Company miniature catalog. A Success Manure Spreader miniature catalog. And I believe this is from super early, late 1890s, early 1900s on this catalog. Then we have the Alumni Luncheon for 1911 at Wellesley College. The Robert Burns Lodge catalog, a 1953 Ford Division announcement for champions, 1952 brochure, a Profitable Canning catalog from circa 1920, a Hartford Young Men's Institute catalog from 1863. That's literally in the middle of the Civil War, original catalog. Grouping the Color, Horse Guards Parade, celebration in London of the birthday of the Majesty the King, 1932. A very attractive early brochure illustrated for steel wire cloth by the DeWitt Company. Recess and porch wall beds. Recess and porch wall beds, a 1960s Girl Scouts catalog, an Our Boys Cub Scouts tablet, circa 1920s, completely intact and never used, with a tremendous illustration on the cover, and yet another one of those in this particular lot. The W.T. Raleigh Company in the original flyer envelope. The actual catalog in the envelope with the original insert inside for Raleigh dealers. This was a cleaning product, I believe, service. All intact in the original envelope. We then have a vacuum fuel seed system brochure. We have yet another 1965 Girl Scouts calendar catalog with great aesthetics inside. The entire calendar with different pictures for each month of the year, 1965. An amazing travel Rocky Mountain views scenic line for the Rio Grande Railroad, circa 1920. Entire catalog of different scenes inside there. Also, the Sheboygan Centennial Celebration, 1953, 100-year anniversary of that. We thank you, Bruce Bramer, for coming in and bidding $20 on this. It was very nice talking to you earlier today. Thank you for having the time to participate this evening. I thank you sincerely for that. And also a drawing the figure by Russell Treadell catalog. I saved this from my first grade elementary school personal archives of, no, just kidding. That's a catalog early with different drawings of women from back in the day. Illustrative catalog. But all of these being sold for an amazing starting bid price of only $20. Yes, these are great lots in this auction. It seems like there's too much for the offered price, but I can see that we're doing very well already. We're now down to approximately 12 seconds. We have a good time here with Showers Antiquities. Hi, Ian. Thank you. Thank you very much for tuning in. And we're thrilled with the way we're offering things and getting things going here. So that first lot has ended with Bruce being the high bidder as it stands right now at $20. We always allow about 10 seconds after the clock runs out to make sure that no one else has come in with a last second bid. Sometimes it takes a few seconds to pop up, but it appears that Bruce will be the winner of that magnificent catalog and booklet lot for only $20. And amazingly, that does include free shipping. Again, I want to thank you, Bruce, for tuning in. I can see our watchers have increased dramatically since we started a few minutes ago. Thank you to everyone for joining us. Lot number 2 is another series of interesting booklets, and I believe, yes, these are children's booklets, the 1950s books on airplanes in action. An early turn of the century Christmas-related book, Jackanapes by the author Ewing, date 1906, a neatly written pencil inside. The original owner of this book inside, entitled Jackanapes, with an incredible early Victorian, mid-Victorian scene on the full color cover. Again, all our items at Showers Antiquities are deemed original items. We don't deal in reproductions unless we've made a big mistake somewhere. We only deal in original items. An amazing early Gulliver's Travel original book with a early Victorian colorful scene on the front of that. Let me get you a date on that book. This book is actually dated, make sure I get this right. I think it says 1888 or 1898 on the inside. Immaculate condition, Gulliver's Travels. This book here, Uncle Wiggily's Adventures, looks like a 1920s, 30s era book with the original paper covering still intact with some damage, of course, which is going to happen over a period of a century. So we have that book, and just a quick, and that's put out by the Platten Monk Company, which is a great children's booklet company that I've sold items for in the past. And this is actually dated 1922. The Children's Friend in a protective plastic sleeve. I'm not going to take it out of there. You can see it well through there. All we're asking for again is a very modest starting bid of $20. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe, a complete booklet. This isn't just covers, etc. Oh, this is a fold-out, three-dimensional book in 3D. I'm trying to turn that around so you can see the whole thing. Kind of surprised me. I didn't realize what this is all about. This is a complete fold-out booklet, circa 1930s. It would be my guess, maybe 1940s. Double-sided. There was an old woman, and she happened to live in a big shoe with a bunch of kids. A big, big storybook is yet another item, and the last item in this fantastic lot of early children's books in very nice condition. A complete, I believe, booklet. Show you some of the insides here. And this is put out by the very popular Whitman Publishing Company of Racine, Wisconsin. They did the series of Big Little books that are famous today and that I sell locally. This has a 1938 Whitman Publishing date for the big, big storybook featuring a horse and children on the cover. A starting bid of $20 will put you in as the current high bidder on this lot, which is lot number 2. Give you my input on this lot. This book is worth $20. This book is worth $20. This book is worth probably $10. I would say $20 to $30 easily on Gulliver's Travels. And the many other books, this Christmas book down here, a $20 to $30 book. Carter P., thank you for bidding with a $20 starting price. We're now down under 20 seconds. So please bid as early as possible. Make sure your bid gets in there in time. It's going to be the high bidder after time has run out, and we allow a 10-second lag to make sure we got all of the late bids. A bidder must trump the previous bidder by at least $2. Thank you, Bruce. We have Bruce currently as the high bidder at $26 on this spectacular lot. Okay, lot number 3. consists of 22 pieces. These are all metal advertising pieces, and I believe, we're going to find out for sure, but I believe they're all beer related, to include Old Shea Deluxe and a celluloid advertising beer opener. Valley Forge beer. Excuse me. Drink Ballantine Ale beer. They were the main supporters of teams in baseball, such as the New York Yankees in the 50s and 60s. Also the Phillies in the 50s and 60s. Silver Top beer, can opener. Neat little metal pieces with beer advertising on them. Kyers beer, out of, I believe, Mahanoy City, Pennsylvania, coal region of Pennsylvania. Also, Iroquois beer, advertising can opener. What else do we have here? A lot of these lots we grab out of our extra inventory and put them out for you to get a great buy that you're going to absolutely make money on easily. This is Horning Ale. Many of our lots, I believe, have a retail value of over $100 easily, and you can make that choice on your own. This is another beer advertising piece, a Ram's Head beer. Multiple beer companies on here, as you can see. Arrow 77 beer. Oh, yes, one of the local favorites, F&S beer out of Shamokin, Pennsylvania. F&S is short for Furman and Schmidt. They went out of business in 1975 when that factory burnt down in the 5th Ward of Shamokin, Pennsylvania, also in the coal region. Another miniature Ballantine beer, advertising can opener. Another Ballantine beer, again, sponsors for Major League Baseball teams, was Ballantine beer. A sewing device, early ornate piece. The only one I've seen so far without advertising on it. Oh, this one's quite unique. This one actually has a beer bottle or soda bottle on it. Hard to see on that screen there, to be honest with you. This is another great one. Again, Iroquois Indian Head beer. Great names of beer companies that are mostly defunct now. As time is going on, they've gone by the wayside. Pennsylvania known for its historical beer companies. And this is also the National Beer Company. So this is lot number 3. It features an estimated 22 different pieces. I'll spread those out so you can see them a little bit better. I discussed earlier at the beginning of the auction, in case you hadn't joined us at that point, that we're considering a different format. We've yet to acquire a date for our next auction, but we're definitely looking at sometime next week, considering a week from tonight at this time as a possibility on a Wednesday evening. So tentatively consider that we might be on the air with another live auction a week from tonight at the same time at 7 p.m. And what I'm going to do that night is attempt to have a thank you, Carter, for coming in at a $20 bid on this. We are now down to approximately 42 seconds left in this lot. And I'm going to take advantage of the time that we have left to speak about the next auction, which right now will be Wednesday evening, a week from tonight, which would be May 26th at 7 p.m. We're going to have a preview up for that auction. We're going to do our best to have a preview out for that auction by Monday evening. We're going to do it before then and hopefully have it up by Monday evening, Tuesday morning at the very latest. And what we're going to do is I'm going to put items out and have a minimum starting bid. And I'm going to ask you to click in and claim that item at the minimum starting bid price. And the first person that clocks in and claims those items will get the items at that minimum bid starting price. We'll just keep adding to the lot until someone buys it or I decide to end the lot at that point. But thank you, Carter, for winning Lot number 3, 22 different metal advertising pieces, mostly beer promotionals. Lot number 4 is one of my personal favorites tonight. Amazing decorative early turn of the century 1900 to 1910 cigar box labels. Peggy O'Neill. Two wheelers. Look at the outstanding graphics on these high grade, well preserved vintage cigar box labels with embossed gilding around the edges on many of these. Next is Corona de Rosas, beautiful Victorian era ladies, most likely 1890 to 1910. Alpensivo. Again, there are 15, and I believe all different vintage cigar box labels here. An amazing early bird scene and a gilded gold background setting. Compliments of the season cigars. Again, these are all extremely high grade condition, well preserved. One of my personal cigar box labels of all time favorites is the 50 Little Orphans cigar brand. Amazing aesthetics on that, and actually titled 50 Little Orphans Cigars. And you can see the beauty of the graphics involved in that. Next is Lady Mary, on our way to showing you all 15 different cigar box labels. I set up at Renninger's Market on the weekends in Adamstown, and I asked $10 a piece choice on vintage cigar box labels. So to give you the idea of the value of this particular lot, and I do sell quite a few. La Boda. Another cool one here, Merchant's Queen Cigars. Paper is one of my passions and one of my specialties. I've always enjoyed collecting paper and reselling paper. It started out with baseball cards, went to tobacco cards, and then to everything imaginable made out of paper and more. This is called Lucky Bill cigar box label. The next one, great graphics with a brown wooden floor background. Our Kitties cigars. I'm sure it's more than just me, but I believe that the abilities and the beauty of advertising 100 years ago or 130 years ago, it far exceeds what they do today. People were on the cutting edge back then. Approximately 100 million Americans at the time living in this country, and the vast majority of them enjoyed some brand of tobacco as part of their daily regimen, either smoking or chewing tobacco. And so there are numerous tobacco artifacts that were done back in the day and have stood the test of time. Thank you so much, Janine Ketchum, for coming in at $20 on this fantastic, colorful lot. Again, this lot, we have a little over a minute to go, is lot number 15, consisting of 17 different vintage cigar box labels. Janine, thank you for joining in. I've seen your work with Brian Davis. It's honored to have you here watching this auction. I appreciate that greatly. Brian's been an outstanding friend over the years. Set up at the Allentown Paper Show, always with the top of the line items. Very impressive. Someone that I look to in this business as a good role model. Peggy O'Neill, cigar box labels. Okay, we have Janine back in as the high bidder at $24 on these vintage cigar box labels. We have 20 seconds left in this lot. Again, you must win by at least $2. If you're going to outbid someone, you have 13 seconds left. You have 15 different cigar box labels, a tremendous value. 4 seconds. Again, a 2-second differential in our clock and what you see on the screen. We'll wait a few seconds to see if there were any late bids. We currently have Janine as the high bidder at $24. Okay. And then at the end, we have Bruce Kramer coming in at $30, claiming all of the cigar box labels for $2 a piece. An outstanding buy. Again, Bruce, those cigar box labels are in high grade condition. I thank you for winning that lot. Lot number 5 consists of 17 pieces. I am sorry. I spoke early again. Janine came in at $32, still within the time frame of the auction. So actually, thank you, Janine, for winning that particular lot. Lot number 5. I'm going to explain why this lot is special. It's 17 pieces of vintage sports memorabilia. This particular grouping on top are 1970 Topps baseball 3D baseball cards. And this is Willie Mays starting off, Hall of Famer. Willie Mays, the oldest living Hall of Famer today. Everyone loves to say, hey, kid. And I'll explain why it's even more special in this particular one. These marks on the back were part of a Topps proof one-of-one collection. This was actually from the Topps archives. And the tape on the back that you can see the residue that's left over without tearing away from the card is what they used to put that on a display board at the Topps company. And the reason I know that is I bought it directly from them, and I had the entire set. This is the last card that I saved because it was Willie Mays. He is in this lot. That is lot number 5, set a grand total of 17 pieces. The next card is Ron Santo, Hall of Famer. Fergie Jenkins, Baseball Hall of Fame pitcher. Willie McCovey, Baseball Hall of Fame slugger. Cito Gaston, who later went on to manage the world champion Toronto Blue Jays. Hall of Famer Joe Torre, Hall of Famer based on his playing career and his managerial career. People don't realize what a great baseball player Joe Torre was. We then have Reggie Smith of the Boston Red Sox. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Bruce, I will talk more extensively about this later on. That is the first time we ever had someone contesting something along these lines, and I'll talk to you more in detail about that. We don't know a way of ending each lot properly. We end it as soon as the clock goes off, but the bids come in when the bids come in. And I'll talk to you more extensively about that later on. We'll take care of that. We're a positive company with positive results and have a lot of great customers, and we appreciate that very much. Richie Allen. Second, Willie McCovey. Bert Campaneris. Sal Bando. Yep. As I said early, you want to put in your maximum bid as early as possible in order to obtain those items. These are Zoomies in the original pack, football caps. This is a 1966 baseball yearbook. A Joe DiMaggio menu. A 1976 World Series program, Cincinnati Reds and New York Yankees. So this entire grouping being sold for one price. 17 different baseball pieces to include Baseball Hall of Famer 3D baseball cards.
What's the lag time, do you know?
Say that again.
What's the lag time?
2 seconds.
All right.
Okay, we're now down to 40 seconds left in the slot. And we now have Carter P. in at $20. This is a unbelievable purchase. The Willie Mays card is worth that much by itself, without a doubt, on this lot. Thank you, Carter, for your wonderful bid. I appreciate that. Now down to 5 seconds left in this lot. Large lot of sports memorabilia. The clock has ended here, and we will check out what the lag time is on receiving bids. that we are at the mercy of in the lag time here. The beauty of our auctions is we have short amounts of time in them. We have Bruce Bramer in at $30. You are the high bidder on this lot. One of my personal best lots or favorite lots that I would have been all over had I been a participant in the lot and not a seller. And right now we have Bruce as the high bidder at $30 on this lot. Lot number 6. We're going to totally change the gears on you and go to new old stock country store socks, never used. Some of them have the original paper tags on them. Here's a pair of tall brown socks. We're going to stick with a 5-minute time period until further notice. Bruce, you are the winner without a doubt of the previous lot, which was lot number 5, consisting of 17 pieces of sports memorabilia. Again, I thank you, Bruce. That's the 3rd lot at least that you won, and I appreciate that very much. We have vintage socks, pairs of them. These were never used. These aren't used socks that we're selling here. It's new old stock. It came out of a country store in lower Northumberland County, Pennsylvania, a store that sat vacant for the past 30 to 40 years and was able to get inventory out of there to include old hats and different things. These are the sock wear. And what I do with these is I go to markets like Renninger's, Roots Market. Today we were up in Big Valley in Lewistown, and I sell these. I put them out at a set price, and they sell very well. Vintage clothing is extremely hot. This is an example of hosiery or women's long socks, I guess pantyhose, but a very thick variety. Yep. Janine, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate the positive comments, and I thank you for taking the time to come and join us this evening. Okay, here is the long socks with the original paper attachment on them, the hosiery. If I had to guess, I would say these are from the 1950s, maybe even a little earlier. And the last pair that we have is a pair of thick hose. Again, we'll show you these the best of my ability on the screen that we have here in our setup studio that we have out of a friend's house. We work almost in the dark in order to give you the best picture possible on the screen. We found out that's how it works best. We're learning as we go. Again, this is only auction number 5, and I'm thrilled where we're at this point, to be honest with you, and thrilled at the ability to give you items at the prices we're giving them to you. Series of, let me count the number of socks out here. I'll get my fancy orchestra conductor piece out here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pairs of vintage socks. And to the best of my knowledge, this is everything that we have in vintage socks. It just happened to work out to an exact number of 10 pieces. We're on lot number 6. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds left. I have friends that deal exclusively in vintage clothing. I've never been like a huge seller of vintage clothing, but when I come across country store finds, which I love probably as much as anything, I do buy the vintage clothing and sell the items out of there. We actually also had boxes full of vintage men's long johns with a trap door down below, etc. Like 6 of those in a box, new old stock, and the trap door still intact, of course, and mint condition, never used. And I sold those as fast as I could put them out on my table at markets. So I'm constantly on the look for stuff like that, unique and different items. What we look for at Showers Antiquities, we specialize again in 4 big categories that include sports memorabilia, advertising of any kind, country store items, and paper items, ephemera, vintage items. The older the better, even though people have taken a turn for remembering their childhood and they like that 1970s plastic to include Tupperware. I'm kind of a little different. I prefer 1800s, early 1900s Victorian era items. We're down to approximately 12 seconds left. The starting bid has not yet been achieved at $20, so there's a good chance you might win this lot for only $20. We're going to stay with 5 minutes for a few more lots, as I noted on the last lot. And lot number 7 consists of a bunch. This is incredible. I got a salesman sample a few months back and actually forgot I had this. This is lot number 7. Inside the salesman sample booklet, there are a tremendous amount of 125 pieces in this book alone, and I'm going to add more pieces to this later on in this particular lot. We have U.S. Social Security metal tags in this lot. It's a salesman sample booklet. U.S. Social Security metal tags in the salesman sample booklet, and this one in particular. And I think I know where I got this. I got this out of a fraternal order factory in Ohio. This is the one-of-a-kind salesman sample booklet. We see the Masonic symbol in the upper left-hand corner here and different other fraternal order symbols in the corner of each of these. But we're going to flip through here, and I'm going to show you the beauty of all of these items that are in here. Incredible mint condition, guesstimate of 1950s or so, maybe 1960s salesman sample booklet. I acquired these in Ohio, New London, Ohio, at the C.E. Ward Fraternal Order Company. And it just showed the different styles that they did for people within fraternal orders and getting them fancy metal tags for different Social Security administrations, etc. Here, I'm going to set this book to the side, and I'm going to show you what else came with this. There's in this lot. And here's the original box with numerous, potentially hundreds of different metal tags, never taken apart, but can easily be taken apart. Mint condition with the American flags on them.
That's for me, sorry.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Thank you, Bruce. We got your response there. Jen's Closet Gems, thank you for tuning in very much. You're looking at an incredible original one-of-a-kind binder and the original casing of metal Social Security Administration badges. My guess is several hundred of them in here. I do not have an exact count on this one. On almost every other lot tonight, I will have an exact piece count for you. What I'm going to do is just hold up some different styles that we have here. If you look over here, okay, if you look over here in our booklet, you'll see these fantastic die-cut metal plates. My assistant has asked me to go through the back of the book, so there must be some unique items back in through here. But we have the American flags, different designs. We have the American Eagle on them, and again, these are all plates of Social Security tags. I'm trying to find, yep, just beautiful high-grade metal badges. Some of them, different scenes on them throughout. Die-cut version again. More die-cut versions, different parts of the book. My helper here is going to fan through here and find some of the more special tags that are in here. At the same time, I'm going to show you an example. And this particular block I'm holding in my hand has maybe 15 or 20 different metal plates in it. And you can see you can pull them apart right here in the grouping. Oh, there we go. Now I see what my assistant wanted to show here. Okay, we have some very unique, okay, nudes of men and women in their account number lots. I'm not so sure I wanted my assistant to tell me about this, but yes, we do have some unique items in here. And for those interested, I'm going to hold them up because I know there's people that collect this out there and resell it. But an example of what's on some of these lots in particular. Carter P in at $20 on the entire. Thank you, Janine, for picking up on that sense of humor there. I did not see that one coming. We have, okay. And we have Bruce Bramer at 26 and Matthew Bailey came in at $30. Carter P at $30. However, Matt Bailey would be the high bidder at $30 at this point because he got in first. We have Bruce Bramer in at $32. He is now the high bidder on that fantastic lot of Social Security Administration metal badges in near mint condition. Thank you for that fantastic lot. We have Bruce Bramer, I believe, is the winner for that lot of hundreds of metal Social Security badges, illustrated with interesting figures, as we saw on that last lot there. Okay, lot number 8 consists of 24 pieces. These are all vintage car manuals and catalogs. We have the Oldsmobile Rocket from October 1950. We have a 1932 The Wheel. Oldsmobile catalog, looks like 40s. Mercedes-Benz classic brochure, 1968. Again, all of our items at Showers Antiquities are presumed in original items, not reproductions. We do not carry reproductions. At least we have no knowledge of that and do not sell such things. Buick's greatest cars in 50 great years, circa let me see, this is circa 1953. Another high-end Mercedes-Benz catalog, a 1961 Pontiac catalog. Turn these around here. Ford Thunderbird Fairlanes, great graphics on that colorful front. The X-ray separates fact from fiction. 1963 X-ray car. This is a special brochure handed out, I believe, more exclusively to dealerships than directly to customers. The graphics inside these are amazing, and we presume that all of them are intact. The 1962 X-ray. Again, just mentioning a return policy because of what we sell the items for and offer free shipping. My personal return policy is that I really don't want to deal with any returns, and we thank you for that. It's embarrassing as to how well you can buy here. We like that. We like you getting items at a price you can afford. We don't want to have to deal with a hassle over such great items being offered and the prices you can get them at. 1953 Ford, General Motors, 1945, the end of World War II, General Motors. 1972 Dodge trucks, original catalog. We're going hard and often here with the number of catalogs, and lot number 8, 24 different ones. 1959 Rambler station wagons. The MG. 1973 Cadillac. To give a little shout out to my assistants and what we do at these markets. Oftentimes at markets like we do today, our stuff is so diverse and interesting that we put out there that we often outsell all the other vendors combined in our areas, in terms of have people that unload our vehicles for us on many occasions because they want to be able to see the items first. 1953 Victoria, another one, Chester, West Virginia. And at Renninger's on Sundays, we always have people gathered around buying stuff, waiting for us to arrive. We love that. 1961 Plymouth Valiant. I'm going to go through these quickly. The Buick for 1947. Love the graphics. 1953 Buick again. Sunbury Auto Parts Motor Company. And the beautiful Chrysler envelope for sure. I'm not sure if the manual is in there or not. We're just going to call that the envelope. 10 seconds left. 24 pieces. Thank you for coming in, Mr. Buys a Lot. Welcome, Brian. An enjoyable lot of numerous 24 approximate manuals. We have Carter P in at 20. However, Mr. Biselot is a high bidder at $24 at this time. We'll just allow the lag time to elapse. Again, the lag time that we have no control over whatsoever. We're very thankful for all participants this evening. It means a lot to us here, and we're gaining just a little bit of momentum on each auction that we do. We're still selling you items at incredible prices that I would buy at all day long. Lot number 9 is a series of different vintage stock certificates. First one up is the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad. A different Baltimore and Ohio Railroad. The Cincinnati, Indianapolis and Sons and Chicago Railroad with a great railroad aesthetics right in the middle of the stock certificate, as you can see. Beneath that, we have yet another different brown Baltimore and Ohio Railroad. Then we come up with Western Pennsylvania, the Pittsburgh and West Virginia Railway Company. And here's a tiny Western Railroad, the Calumet and Hesea Consolidated Copper Company, not a railroad, an actual copper mining company, original stock certificate. The Big Three Oil Company. A lot of these are the more desired Western United States early stock certificates, etc. Cushing Garber Oil and Refining Company. The Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Company. The Norfolk and Western Railway Company. General Motors Corporation. Today at our market in Lewistown, Pennsylvania, actually Milroy, Pennsylvania, called Big Valley, which is every Wednesday, we sold a large box full of World's Fair material from the 64 World's Fair almost exclusively. Sold that, and we have 3 more boxes to sell. We're going to try to get some of that up in the future auctions here at Showers Antiquities on YouTube Live or wherever we are at that time. The Gardner Denver Company original stock certificate. And the last of the 15 different stock certificates in lot number 9 are a Gardner Denver Company stock certificate. So early stock certificates, we're down to close to 2 minutes left in this lot. And what we're going to do is we're going to shorten the next lot to 4 minutes and then take it from there. So we're on lot number 9, which is vintage stock certificates offered by different companies to include railroad companies and mining companies throughout the early 20th century to mid 20th century with the dates on each of these. Lot number 9, illustrated stock certificates. I was explaining earlier that we're looking at a potentially different auction format in the coming future auctions as early as a week from tonight. We do not have our preview up yet, but we're going to put together a fantastic auction of items for a week from tonight, which I believe is May 26th at 7 p.m. And we're going to do a standard starting bid and final bid price, which is the same. We're going to put out, let's say, for example, a $40 lot, and we're going to put out, let's just say we deal with sports memorabilia cards, old baseball cards or old non-sport cards. And we're going to add to that lot until the first person chimes in saying that they will take that lot. And how will we know that? We're going to take the first one we receive on the screen is going to win that lot at the point of all the items that are currently on the table at that time. I will continue adding to that lot until we get to that set price of, let's say, $40. But we will announce the set price before the beginning of each lot. We're going to have a tremendous amount of early sports cards in there. That's how I got my start in this business. I went into tobacco cards, tobacco-related ephemera, and then into other items. But we're down to approximately 10 seconds here in lot number 9. 15 pieces of vintage stock certificates. We're going to then set it at 4 minutes for the next lot. And go from 4 minutes and see how that works for a few lots. Shorten these so you can win the lots more quickly. Carter, thank you for winning that lot with your last minute or last second bid of $20. Thank you sincerely, Carter, for that. Lot number 10 consists of 13 pieces, and another area that I enjoy would be colorful early seed catalogs. We'll start off with the Montgomery Ward 1965 garden catalog. And I want to show you how colorful some of these catalogs are that you're looking at and why people like them. But early, great aesthetics. The graphics are stunning with the full color. And then go on to different rare dealer handouts and brochures advertising different seeds and flowers. This lot, number 10, has 13 pieces in it. Then we then have early red bird strawberry in cultivation brochure. The next lot up is be one of my specialties, which are vintage non-sport cards. Just to give you a heads up on what's coming, we have different flyers and handouts here of seed catalogs. 13 different. Lot number 10. $19.35 fall bulb special offers in a mailer brochure, extremely rare and fantastic near mint condition on something that's 86 years old. Never opened, it appears. The graphics are great on the inside. A lot of people out there that collect exclusively seed memorabilia and paraphernalia. We have the Burgess Seed and Plant Catalog for 1936. We'll open this up. It's a one-pager. This might be missing. This is the one that looks like that might be missing a page or two on the inside. I'm not sure. So we'll just call this 12 pieces overall. That's a freebie thrown in with the lot. This is the Mills Special Spring Bargain Offers colorful brochure circa 1930s. This opens up into several different pages, but look at the color jump out on that as if it probably was never opened. This is a company from Rose Hill, New York. Incredible early beets, tomatoes, exceedingly colorful. Been a seller of seed packets, vintage seed packets for many years. I have customers for those at all times. Another Burgess Seed and Plant Company mailer. A lot of these are special pieces because they were mailed directly to people at their homes or to dealers only in seeds. I can't even say that word there, but I see azalea in it, azalea mum. The front of the catalog is actually this size, the 3 painted daisies. Land Gardens. Then the last 2 pieces are different in this. They're actually travel pieces. Bethel, Maine, the Inn at Bethel, Maine. And I don't see a date at this time. But this looks like it would be 1920s era, maybe 1930s. The clock is down to 5 seconds on this particular lot. We also have a Swiss Guide brochure with map. Thank you. Lot number 10 has ended. There were 13 pieces in lot number 10. Thank you again, Jen's Closet Gems and Janine for joining us, and Carter for your purchases. Very much appreciate that. Everyone involved this evening is appreciated. Lot number 11, one of my personal favorite lots. Again, vintage non-sport cards from the 1930s and 1940s. I'll explain these more in detail after I show them to you. We're actually going to shorten the next lot to 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Seems like that would be enough time to be able to sell it properly and keep us moving along for your benefit. Lot number 11, vintage war cards. We also have a 1933 card of Terry and the Pirates in the upper left-hand corner. Is looking at the war cards here on the back. Gum Ink and Uncle Sam's Gum, circa 1940s, like 41, 42. Lot number 11 consisting of 27 vintage non-sport cards, circa 1936 to early 1940s in the war gum era, the era of horrors of war. Most of these, actually, we also have a G-Men and Heroes of the Law gum card from 1936 and a 1935-36 Little Orphan Annie non-sport card in this upper right-hand corner right here. We thank you for your bid, Jen's Closet Gems, of $20. Guaranteed you're going to love these cards. I have literally, especially in the first days of eBay, the prices I got for some of these cards was astounding. 1930s cards are among the most popular of all non-sport cards because they were the first to come out in dramatic color with scenes depicting scenes of the war and various wars in history, especially 1930s and early 1940s, actually not early 1940s World War II cards. We have a minute and a half left in this auction, and Jen's Closet Gems is the high bidder at $20. A week from tonight, if I was to put this lot out and ask for, let's say I asked for $40, the first person that would chime in with their bid of $40 would win the lot, and we would take it away. And if I would deem it necessary to add to the lot until someone buys it, thank you, Bruce Bramer, for your now high bid of $22 on this lot of vintage non-sport cards. Again, one of my favorite lots. And then we would add to it until someone bought it for our requested price. That price may be $40, but like I said, if no one's buying it, I may add another 9-pocket sheet of related material to the lot until someone does buy it. Thank you, Mr. Buys-A-Lot, for your high bid of $26. And thank you, Ian, for your positive comment. We appreciate that very much. Jen's Closet Gems has now the high bidder at $30. And we thank you, Jen. We're down to 20 seconds on this great lot of vintage non-sport cards. We thank everyone for your participation this evening. We are a grateful business. 27 cards, 5 seconds left in the lot. Cards are from the 30s and early 40s. Our timer has gone off, and we'll see who got bids in the lag period for this particular lot. Jen's Closet Gems, I have her at $30. We have Bruce Bramer came in with $38. He is now the high bidder on this particular lot. We thank you, Bruce, and that is a wise buy. We're already into the next lot, time-wise, at 3.5 minutes. That lot is lot number 12. After we conclude this particular lot, we'll be a third of the way through this auction already. We like to keep it moving and keep people's interest intact. This is a series of vintage children's books. This particular book here. Thank you, Jen, for congratulating a fellow winner in this auction tonight. Thank you for that very much. This is a very early Lazy Lawrence Nettie Lightfoot series, late 1800s children's book. Miniature book, as you can see by the size of my hand. The book is probably 5 inches across by no more than 7 inches high. We go all the way up to 1950s or 60s Golden Tale books with the famous Porky Pig. Not a boy out there that didn't like Porky Pig cartoons growing up. 1,000 Candy Santas. A Trick or Treat Halloween in a soft cover Let me just take a look at what year this could be to give you a better idea on this. This is actually 1980. I thought this was a newer book. I wanted you to know everything we're looking at here. A Little Golden Book with Walt Disney's Lady, with the lady dog pictured on the cover. This is put out by the Golden Press of Racine, Wisconsin. Again, reputable company. I think it says 1954 or 64 over here on this side. We have the Little Red Hen. Great cover. Excellent condition overall. And then go into Walt Disney's Pinocchio. The Little Red Hen. Playing the Good Fairy. This is an early booklet right here. I'm going to look for a date in this one to let you know what's up as we approach a little over a minute left in this particular auction. This is 1914 booklet. And here it is, Playing the Good Fairy, 107-year-old children's booklet. We have Walt Disney's 101 Dalmatians. Went to see that at a drive-in movie theater when I was a child. The last drive-in movie I saw when I was a kid. Walt Disney's Pinocchio. Mrs. Cinderella. Graphically strong cover. I love it. We're down to 20 seconds left in this lot. This is like 1940s. We have a very early children's book here, late 1800s, early 1900s, Told by the Fireside. And we then get into The Witch of Hissing Hill and another turn of the century booklet, My Picture Book of Fairy Tales. 3 seconds left. I know there's going to be someone bidding on this lot. It's a good one. The children's storybook lot, which I believe was lot number 12, consisted of 15 different pieces. And it appears we have no one bidding on that particular lot, which surprises me just a little bit. If someone decides later on that, you know what, I wish I would have bought that lot for 20 bucks, you come back and say, hey, you know what, lot number 12, I'll buy that for $20. We'll take your bid and we'll mail it to you for free. That's about as good as we can do. If that doesn't work, we'll walk it to you. Lot number 13, 15 pieces of vintage sports memorabilia again. I'll describe it the best I can in the time that we have. These are test match record breakers, early sports themed booklet, not well seen in the photo here. Okay, thank you, Carter. You'll take lot number 12 for $20. I thank you for picking that up very much. You will like that lot beyond any shadow of a doubt. This is a great little piece. This is Wesleyan University. It's a basketball schedule from 1914 for Wesleyan University. Fabulous condition. All of these pieces, as in every other lot, we're offering for a starting bid of $20. We then get into a glass plate negative of early baseball players. Trying to show you this the best that I can and what I'm working with here. We have a pitcher's toe plate circa 1960s in the original package. You would wear that on your cleats. We have a 1914 Jake Dalbert Superbras, Brooklyn Superbras pennant with his name on it and a fancy design above it. That's an original 1914 Major League Baseball pennant. Jake Dalbert was born in Shamokin, Pennsylvania, not far from where we live, probably 30 minutes from where we live. A vintage Hall of Famer Freddie Lindstrom model miniature baseball bat. A complete pack of Chicago Cubs 1961 baseball cards, unopened in the original packaging. I think there's a, let me see, set number 1 consists of 18 5x7 photos inside here. I'm going to run through this as fast as I can. An early 1950 National Basketball Rules booklet, a Penn State sticker pack, a wrapper to the Go-Go College pennants, another football display piece, an early 80s sticker album with contents inside of the teams and the stickers, the star players of baseball back in the early 80s, an autographed Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin piece, guaranteed genuine, authentic autographs. And then we're going to throw in some scrap sheets of football game programs on the scrap sheets. We're down to 8 seconds left in this lot. We have Jen's Closet Gems as a high bidder at $28 at this point. Bruce Bramer in at 28. We need to have and now he's in at 32. Thank you, Bruce. You did outbid him. Also, Jen's Closet Gems back at 34 on this lot, and we're also including this official program. Carter, unfortunately, you had to outbid Jen's Closet Gems by $2, so she came in first, so she's the high bidder. We now have Bruce Bramer in at $36 on this lot, so Bruce is the high bidder at this time. The lag time should be ending on this auction, something we deal with. And just so you know, our openness on here, we're also throwing in this Johnstown High School, Mount Union High School 1945 football program with the roster inside. And on the other side, we have another football program. We don't take things away here at Showers Antiquities. We add to them. Lot number 14 consists of 5 pieces. Unfortunately, what we said earlier, Jen's Closet Gems, and there was another bidder that was concerned about this also, is that we have a lag time after the timer ends. There's at least a 2 to 3 second lag time from what we're seeing on the timer compared to what you're seeing. And then there's also a lag time of the bids being funneled through the system. Our coordinator here, Wendy, shuts the bidding down as soon as the item ends. However, the lag time in the bidding does happen until we get it here, and there's no other way I know at this point of stopping that. And it's a very, very small issue compared to what's actually going on here. Believe me, we like to end it as soon as we can, and we do. Bruce says Jen can have it if she wants. That is very nice of Bruce. So you guys work that out and let us know who wants that lot, okay, for the price of $36 that Bruce came in at. I'm going to tell you, we sold a couple of these the other night, and I'm getting down to the very end of what I have on these. One of my favorite lots by far, 1950s graphic firecracker labels, each one approximately 7 inches across by 11 inches high. Again, Bruce, very nice gesture you've made to offer that to Jen's Closet Gems if she would like it for $36. I'll see what her reply is here on the internet. He is offering that to you at Jen's Closet Gems for $36 if you would like it. Awesome, awesome werewolf firecracker label. Jen's Closet Gems says, no, it's okay, Bruce. I was just asking because I would have kept bidding and wanted to know for next time. Thank you, though. Jen's Closet Gems, wonderful response. Thank you for that. We do the best we can with what we have here. We work hard at what we do, and we're into selling great items at great prices. This incredible Werewolves Flashlight Crackers label in lot number 14 of 5 different labels to include the Big Bomb, the Grenade, the Big Bear, and early Roman type soldier. Firecracker labels, near mint condition. This was a one-of-a-kind find that I had in Sunbury, Pennsylvania, out of a house, and I'm getting down to the very end of what I found on these labels. What we're going to do, the winning bidder on this one, is we're going to take all 5 labels and put them in one hard plastic and send them to you with free shipping. We're down to 12 seconds on this lot. You want to get your bid in? This is a good one. I have sold the Werewolf alone for $50 to people in person. That's how nice this is. 1 second. We'll see what kind of bidding we got in at the end. So right now on our end, there we have Carter that just came in at 20. So you can see the lag time that we are dealing with. We bid at the end. if he ends up being the high bidder, absolutely. 26 with Bruce Bramer, currently the high bidder on this lot. That was a fantastic buy. If you end up getting those, we're going to allow a few more seconds of lag time as we head into lot number 15. Lot number 15, turning the pages on people. Again, one of the ways I got my start in this business, and it appears Bruce has won the previous lot of lot number 14 with the very aesthetically pleasing, colorful firecracker labels. We're now into this 3.5 minute lot. We're down to 2 minutes and 50 seconds. We have approximately 163 Victorian era trade cards and advertising cards, and also colorful cards. 163 pieces, something I've loved for years. Victorian trade cards, highly sellable. Advertising pieces, or just showing incredibly neat scenes. Here we have dogs and kittens, double-sided lots. We already have Backpack Treasures in at $20. Thank you for joining us, Backpack Treasures. We have Janine Ketchum in at $30 on this fantastic lot of 163 pieces. Most of them on both sides. Yep, Carter, we got your $22 bid, but Janine is currently the high bidder at $30. We see more advertising cards and Victorian trade cards here. We now have Carter P in at $32. We thank you, Carter. Backpack Treasures comes back at $34. Thank you so much. We then have 4 pockets, double-sided. We have Janine back at $34. However, Backpack Treasures is the high bidder at $34 at this time. More amazing 1800s die cuts and advertising trade cards. We have fantastic children's scenes here. Some of these are miniature booklets. They're a little thicker. We're selling this as we bought it. We have Carter P back as the high bidder at $40 on lot number 15 of 163 pieces. Janine back in at $42. A little over a minute left. We have larger cards embossed with flowers on them on both sides. We now have Backpack Treasures as the high bidder at $46. Of 163 pieces, we now have Janine back in at $48. 45 seconds left in this lot. Oh, great scenes here with no writing in the circles, unused early platelets, $52. Backpack Treasures, I'm sorry, $55. Janine Ketchum, the high bidder at $55. Under 30 seconds left in this lot. Bid often and bid early. Don't rely on the lag time. $60 for Backpack Treasures. Oh, great colorful trade cards here. I didn't realize how cool this lot was. That's awesome. Outstanding pieces involved in here. We currently have Backpack Treasures at $60 as the high bid. 5 seconds left in this lot. Get your bid in. Look at the color on that one. What a beauty. And there's more I haven't showed you. We have Janine Ketchum at $62 as the current high bidder on 163 pieces of Victorian era trade cards, calling cards. We have Backpack Treasures back in at $70 on this lot. We're going to allow a little bit more lag time. $75 Backpack Treasures, $80 Backpack Treasures. We thank you, Backpack Treasures. We have Janine Ketchum and Bruce Bramer comes in at $98. He is the current high bidder. You can see the lag time we're dealing with as I talk to you as to when the clock ends. Bruce Bramer at $98 is the high bidder on 163 pieces. $105 Backpack Treasures, $110 Bruce Bramer. Allowing the lag time to end, $110 Backpack Treasures, $115 Backpack Treasures. Current high bidder on 163 pieces. Bruce Bramer at $130 on 163 pieces. Bruce Bramer is the current high bidder on the lag time here, waiting for it to end. We have Bruce Bramer at $130. We have Backpack Treasures at $135. All I can say is I have quantities of Victorian trade cards. Bruce Bramer back in at $140. And whoever loses out on this lot will have other opportunities in the near future to get more of these. I've recently found some more in my warehouse. Bruce Bramer, high bidder at $140 on this lot of 163 estimated pieces in lot number 15. I believe we're going to cut it off and declare Bruce Bramer as the winner at this time. I'm always scared to do that in case we get a late snag in there. I don't want to upset anyone. So realize the pressure I'm under. A great buy at $140 on 163 different Victorian era pieces. We have now set the timer for lot number 16. Again, where I got my start, and because of the ability to sell vintage baseball cards, I love them. Lot number 16 consists of 1953, 1955 baseball cards. We then have a sheet of 9 different from 1960, 1957, 1971, 1969. We have another sheet of 9 different 1971s, 1960s, 1958s. 1971, 1958, 1960, 71s. This is lot number 16. We have counted an estimated 37 different baseball cards in this particular lot. I'm going to lay them out for people to see them as good as possible, as well as possible. We're down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in lot number 16, which consists of approximately 37 different vintage baseball cards. We have one on the back here. Okay, we have Bruce Bramer in at $30 as the high bidder on this lot of vintage baseball cards. We thank you for all of your bids, in particular, Bruce and Backpack Treasures, Janine Ketchum. Thank you so much for your active bidding tonight. It allows us to know what items are popular, and we'll get more of those to you. We seek to be customer friendly and provide the best items at all time. We're hard workers here at Showers Antiquities. I am 54 years old. I've been, like other people in this business, been interested in what I've been doing since the age of 10. Got into baseball cards, went into non-sport cards, and then I got into tobacco-related ephemera, country store ephemera, advertising items. No one in my family has any interest in anything that I do. They have their own lives and different things. I just got the bug early on in life, and I've always been what I call an accumulator of fun things. And I like color, I like graphics, I like collectability. And just giving you a little bit of background about Showers Antiquities and what we do. And through the years, I've met fine people that I want to be a part of what I do to make my business shine and make it better. And when I meet those great people with great personalities and abilities, I bring them on board and see what we can do to make it all better for you. We're down to 26 seconds left in this lot. Lot number 16, approximately 37 vintage baseball cards, circa 1953 to 1971. We have 12 seconds left in this lot. We have Bruce Bramer as a high bidder at $30. The timer has gone off here on our end, so we're going to allow that lag time to come in. We are at the mercy of the people that run this auction and with the system that's set up. So far, very happy with everything, including the people we've met online, and always gracious and thankful for those that participate here. I believe we have Bruce Bramer as the high bidder on all those baseball cards at $30. Lot number 17 consists of 24 different pieces. We have Gray's Legy, an early book with gold gilding on the cover. We have an 1895 New Hampton Literary Institution Commercial College catalog. We have this is getting into some interesting stuff here. I didn't realize all what was involved in this particular lot. A 1944 E. Rosen Company, Providence, Rhode Island, non-sport die-cut card, and these cards were issued in order to hold lollipops. These are actual lollipop holders. You'd put the lollipop in there and a country store would sell them. Just don't see that kind of unique advertising anymore during these times. The next interesting thing in this lot are 3 different Yuenglings beer vintage menus. Didn't realize these are all 3, I think, that I own. I threw them all in one lot. They're all vintage menus that open up with the original advertising inside for Yuenglings, which is the oldest brewery in existence in the United States of America. Been around since the early 1800s. We have an autographed real photo of a celebrity on CBS. We have a Sound of Music original mid-1960s program with a special insert inside. I don't know what this is. Carnegie Hall, second year, 1929. Unrelated to the Sound of Music program, but that is included in this lot. Sound of Music program in full color, Julie Andrews. We have a turn of the century original, already matted Christie style college print. This is a very diverse lot. We have a Beretta gun advertisement. This is from 1963 with great aesthetics. Someone else wrote a price tag of $26 on that piece. I try to pull the price tags off, but we miss them sometimes. A Richard Wagner Etude Music magazine in fabulous condition. And also a Christmas 1937 booklet. Oh, this is my favorite piece. Here we go. Okay, we got an early Harper's Weekly Uncle Sam style skeleton. Take a look at that thing. This is from 1880, April 10th of 1880 issue with a skeleton style Uncle Sam on there. We have Carter in at $20. We only have 30 seconds left in this lot, and there's numerous pieces I haven't shown you yet, to include Victorian era fans. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are fold-out fans from the Victorian era. We also have a booklet of stamps. We have a fold-out patriotic die-cut, whimsical there. Fold out. You see how it goes back and shuts down. That's what the piece looks like after it's shut. 3 seconds left in the lot. A Remington gun catalog. We have Bruce Bramer in at $24 currently as our high bidder. We just ended the lot in terms of the clock going off, and we'll see if there's any bidding in our lag time. Valentine's Day card in there. Early illustrated envelope for the Blackmore Heating Company. We have Carter P. back in at $30 as the high bidder on this lot. We look at the back of these advertising envelopes. Amazing pieces. And they are dated 1894 and 1897. Advertising on both sides of the envelope. They just simply did it better 100 years ago, 140 years ago than we do today, in my opinion. That lot appears to have been completed with Carter at $30. That skeleton Uncle Sam style piece alone is worth more than that. It's outstanding lot overall. Heading back to another fantastic grouping of vintage baseball cards. This is lot number 18, which puts us halfway through this evening's auction with Showers Antiquities. Right here we have an 8-pocket sheet with 1953 baseball cards right here and here, 53, 56, 1955, 1955, 1956, another 56, and a 1955 card. We have a 9-pocket sheet with a 57 Topps Phillies, a 57 Topps Milwaukee Braves baseball team with Warren Spahn, Hank Aaron, and Eddie Matthews on that team shot. 1971 cards with the tough black borders. 1958, 71s across the middle here, 71s across the top. We'll set these out and display them as best we can. After this particular lot, we're going to shorten the lots to 3 minutes as we move steadily forward. We'll be at 3 minutes per lot after this particular lot. We're down to 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in lot number 18, which consists of 36 vintage baseball cards circa 1953 to 1971. We have Bruce Bramer in at $20. Thank you, Bruce.
Carter's at 22,
Okay, we have Carter.
or at 20, I'm sorry.
Uh,
20, Carter has 20 first.
That was the previous lot with Carter's. Bruce Bramer, the high bidder on this lot at $20. Currently on our screen.
No, Carter's in at 20 and then,
Yes, he is. Thank you. Carter is in at $20 on this particular lot. So Carter being the first bidder, my assistant here, Wendy, was absolutely right. Carter was in at $20 first, so he is currently the high bidder on this lot. Bruce came in a little later at $20. We take the first bid received. Anyone looking to outbid Carter at $20 would have to go to a minimum of $22 as we approach the 1 minute mark on this fantastic grouping of vintage baseball cards. I would like to tell everyone out there where they can go and to get this type of lot for this type of price. That would be Showers Antiquities, the one place that you can find cards of this quality for this price. Customer friendly sellers. I don't know anywhere I can go and buy these cards for these type of prices. We're down to approximately 30 seconds left in this lot. I can't thank everyone enough about their participation this evening. We're going to go to 3 minutes per lot, starting with lot number 19, which begins the second half of this 36 lot auction. Janine is in at $22, and she is the current high bidder on these baseball cards at $22. Thank you, Janine. 3 seconds. We're going to start the timer right away on the next lot at 3 minutes. We'll see about the lag time here. We currently have Janine Ketchum as the high bidder on lot number 18 at $22. Carter Peak has come in at $30 on lot number 18, vintage baseball cards. Thank you, Carter. Lot number 19, as we talk about that ahead of time, is going to be, we now have Bruce Bramer at $38 on those fine vintage baseball cards. Thank you, Bruce. You are the current high bidder. I will keep you up to date on where we stand. Lot number 19 will be 107 pieces of vintage costume jewelry. That is an estimated count. We do the best we can in counting these items, so give you a better idea as to what's there. This is a thick box, and I believe we're going to declare Bruce Bramer the winner at $38 on lot number 18, the vintage baseball cards. Bruce Bramer, 36 pieces for $38. Thank you. Back to lot number 19, 107 pieces of vintage costume jewelry. I'll dig in here the best I can to show you a better view of this. You'll see just how thick this particular lot of costume jewelry is. We have it in one big plastic container, and we're selling it all for one price. Starting bid of $20. Try to dig out some of this the best I can to show you what's down in here, but very decorative costume jewelry. So just let it go. Okay, my assistant Beverly says just to let this go and not damage it. I'm more to dig in there and show it to you. I don't like damage either. I want you to kind of see what's in here the best I can. She knows jewelry. I don't. I've never worn a piece of jewelry in my life. We're down to 1 minute left in this auction, but Beverly is an avid silver jewelry wearer. She always chooses silver over gold. She's black, silver, and white. Very, very stylish. Thank you, Beverly. Lot number, and she enjoys nothing more than being called out during an auction. Now, I wish you could see what's going on in the background here, people. Lot number 19, 107 pieces of vintage costume jewelry. Looking for a high bid of $20. That would be approximately 20 cents per piece of costume jewelry, or actually even a little better than that. Lots of necklaces I see in there. I can't offer much more than that. I don't know much about costume jewelry other than I set it out at markets and let people pick away at it for a couple bucks a piece. So that concludes via the timer lot number 19, 107 pieces of vintage costume jewelry. At this time, we have no winner or no bidder on that lot. Lot number 20 consists of 20 pieces, again, of vintage metal advertising pieces. If it gets, again, if you look back and say, you know, lot number 20, hey, there were, lot number 19, there were 107 pieces of vintage costume jewelry and looked like in great shape. And I would, you know what, I think about that. I'd like to buy it for 20 bucks. We will take your bid. Just let us know. Heading on to lot number 20, 20 different advertising pieces. We have Wenrick Distributors in a celluloid style can opener. We have Crown Beer advertising on a can opener. We have Aaron Brew on this can opener. Doing the best I can, myself and my friend Darryl. We headed out to a market this morning in Lewistown, Pennsylvania. Actually, Milroy, Pennsylvania, just out the road from Lewistown. We hit the road at 5. We were up at 4, hour and a half drive each way. Got home early afternoon and then prepared to join all of you people and have a great auction here this evening on the internet. Valentine Ale and Beer. This lot number 20, consisting of approximately 20 different pieces of vintage beer advertising. Valentine Beer. Not sure if there's other pieces that aren't beer in here or not, but I'll try to name as many as I can for you. This is ales and porter. It looks like Stegmeyer's, but I'm not. Don't hold me to that. Kind of hard to see. We do work in the dark here in order to present a better, more vivid screen to you on the internet. Another beer advertising can opener. This is, it's dry and it's beer. Gunther's Beer, Baltimore, Maryland, advertising can opener. All kinds of vintage advertising pieces from the 20s to the 50s in here. Here's a cool looking Stegmeyer's beer. I think it's out of the Scranton area. Advertising wood attachment on the can opener piece. We're down to 23 seconds left in this lot of 20 different pieces of vintage metal advertising beer pieces, beer advertising in this grouping. Get a better look at what's all in here. Down to 3 seconds in this lot. And if someone decides they want that lot, you just let us know that you're willing to pay $20 for 20 pieces of vintage beer advertising, and we will sell it to you. Lot number 21 is 21 pieces. These are all match covers. And they're gas and oil related match covers. We have Carter P in at $20. Kelly Tires. Fleet Wing. We're now doing 3-minute lots. We're currently at 2 minutes and 35 seconds in this lot. An early gas and oil advertising match cover with the early gas station attendant on it. Trying to get you better pictures. I see what you're seeing and don't like it as much. We're doing the best we can. Champion spark plugs, McCreary tires, the Pep Boys, Manny, Mo, and Jack on a vintage match cover. These are all high grade match covers circa 1930s to 1950s. Firestone out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. Brumbaugh's Gas and Oil. an Esso Ship, Esso Gasoline advertising match cover, local Shell gasoline dealer, Gulf gasoline, another Esso with a ship on it. Thank you, Carter, for taking lot number 20 for $20. I sincerely appreciate that. You will enjoy that lot. And I thank you for your activity this evening. Mack Trucks with the Bulldog on a gas and oil advertising match cover. Part of a massive collection. One of my favorite match covers, Sunoco in a bottle, in an early oil bottle on the match cover. Neat little advertising piece. We then go to Haviland and Texaco oil cans. We're now down to 50 seconds, so I'm going to fly through these a little bit more. I believe 21 different match covers, or 21 total match covers. Prestige Tires, advertising the 1960 Chevrolet. Pool, KOOL Motor Gasoline, high grade performance. Willard Battery, Exide Batteries, and Red Crown Gasoline. So lot number 21, 21 different match covers. 16 seconds left in the lot. Carter is the high bidder at $20 on this particular lot of lot 21, and I thank you for your purchase in lot number 20, Carter. We will carefully package those up and mail those to you, Carter. As I believe you're the high bidder, just making sure with a little bit of lag time. We're now started the 3-minute timer on the next lot, which is lot number 22.
He didn't do anything on the line.
Lot number 22, Farmer's Handbook with a chicken on a tractor, BF Goodrich. There we go. It shows up a little bit better when I hold it at this angle. Now, these are really cool farmer's manuals because we're going to get into some John Deere here shortly. The John Deere number 2 bale ejector manual. Always popular John Deere. John Deere tractor harrow operator's manual. A harrow and weed destroyer John Deere catalog instruction operator's manual. A model SH tractor disc harrow catalog. A Briggs and Stratton instructions in the original mailer envelope, parts and price list for a particular model as noted there in the original mailing envelope. So we have a bunch of John Deere and related manuals in lot number 22, 6 total catalog / brochure / owner's manuals. We're down to about 1 minute and 15 seconds left in this lot. Carter, thank you very much for the positive compliments. I appreciate that. We do spend time putting this together. We work ahead of time so we can create great lots without rushing through them. We get them out of all parts of my house and other storage units that we have out there. Hand selected items. We have a lot of cool stuff prepared for the future as I get a better grasp on what people have an interest in buying. 20 seconds left. 6 John Deere, BF Goodrich related brochure manuals catalogs. One in the original mailer. This is lot number 22. 4 seconds left on bidding. Always remember that if anyone reconsiders a lot and realizes they want to pay $20 for a lot that didn't sell, we will sell it to you and ship it to you for $20. We have bumper stickers, vintage bumper stickers, milk related, Dairy Leah, Animal Medic, and Make It Milk. We also have, this is lot number 23 with 14 different pieces. We have a 1905 Sen Sen chewing gum box with a detached lid. This box has the lid off of it, but was originally could be re-glued. This is a Sen Sen chewing gum display box. They would have had the gum inside there with a display box backing to it in a country store. And as you can see, the front of it says Sen Sen chewing gum, 5 cents. Great soda advertising, beverage advertising lot here. We have an unused Squirt soda bottle advertising lot, group cardboard piece right here with the Squirt Boy on there. Lots of fun. Lot number 23, approximately 14 pieces. We go all the way over to vintage late 1800 poison labels with the skeletons on the poison labels. The type of stuff that's hot right now. A lot of people are into the oddities. Another grouping of vintage poison labels. We also have a different grouping of poison labels from a store in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, Hills Drug Store, special antiseptic powders, and much more. Going to fly through this the best I can. An unbelievable Coca-Cola advertising country store bag with a hand and Coca-Cola scene on it. Turn of the century Women Save Your Hands stove polish advertisement. We thank you for your high bid of $20, Bruce, on this fantastic lot. We get into special antiseptic butter. We have Barnum's butter in an unused three-dimensional carton. Another great lot, the story of chocolate and cocoa, and a fantastic original Coca-Cola advertising blotter with the Coke Boy / Sprite Boy hiding behind a bottle. This is 100% original, circa 1940s, 1950s. The back of that blotter, a high-grade piece. We have Coca-Cola advertising in the paper bag. We're down to 10 seconds. All of these items, we currently have Bruce Bramer as a high bidder at 20. Carter P comes in and says, thank you so much. Lot number 22, he will take for $20. Thank you, Carter. I appreciate that. We currently have Bruce Bramer as a high bidder on this soda and other beverage advertising lot. That is a absolutely wonderful buy of approximately 14 pieces on lot number 23. Great pieces. I would have bought that every day of the week. We're heading into lot number 24. Once we're done with this lot, we're going to be 2/3 of the way through the auction. Tony has asked us if we have any movie posters and toys. We do have some of those. We will attempt to get them into. We have some Star Wars, Star Trek posters from the late 80s, early 90s, and a bunch of other poster-related travel posters, etc. We'll try to incorporate those into our auctions in the coming days. Now we're back to another exciting lot on non-sport cards. These are all 1940s war cards with the exception of the 1936 Moon Mullins #1 card in the Moon Mullins series from 1936. We have a very colorful display of vintage non-sport cards here in lot number 24. Popular with me and many other people. Lot number 24, you have 27 vintage non-sport cards to include famous generals of the war, the airplanes. You have a sailor with another sailor over his back carrying him off the war field. We currently have Bruce Bramer in at $20 as the high bidder on this lot, with 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this fantastic lot, number 24, of 27 different vintage non-sport cards. We thank you for joining us, Tony. We will do our best in the near future, as early as next Wednesday night, to add some movie posters. Can we get a closer look at the Moon Mullins card? Absolutely. This was the Moon Mullins, and these cards were done in 1936, and the sets generally had about 8 to 12 cards in them, and this was the header card for the Moon Mullins series. I'm trying to get a better view of that in the light there. You can see that upper left-hand corner, Moon Mullins, the famous comic strip character. I have honestly sold on eBay in the past this card alone for $50 to $100. We're offering you all 27 cards for the starting bid of $20. And Bruce is the current high bidder at $20 with less than 20 seconds left in this lot. We highly encourage you to bid often and bid early. It increases the bidding and it makes sure you don't lose out on the items. 6 seconds left, 27 different vintage non-sports cards. Looking at who comes in next. Lot number 24, currently showing Bruce Bramer as the high bidder at $20 on this lot. If that's the case, he got a wonderful lot at a fantastic purchase price. Lot number 25 is the beginning of the last third of our auction. We have 12 lots to go to include this one. 14 pieces here. Again, all vintage match covers. One of the most interesting subject matters we have out there, candy, ice cream, and soda. We have the Butterfinger candy bar by Curtis Candies, 5 cents, circa 1930s, 40s. The ultra popular Tea-Berry gum, chewing gum. Actually, this is called Tender Mint by Clark's, who also make Clark's Tea-Berry, Tender Mint gum. Chiclets gum. Incredible graphics on these early match covers. Yep, good for you, Bruce. Glad you won that last lot. Canada Dry soda. We get into Esslinger's beer. Never heard of that one. Welch's grape juice with the grape juice bottle on the match cover. Try to get you the best view I can on these early, highly graphic, colorful match covers. The colors are amazing. They were stored away for years and never out in the sun. Dentyne gum, one of the popular gums of my childhood. If you wanted fresh breath. Old Nick candy bars. Another Clark's Tender Mint gum. A Canada Dry ginger ale with 2 soda bottles on, a variation of other ones, other match covers out there. We also have Ham's beer with what appears to be, I'm going to say a large walrus, but I'm not exactly sure on the Ham's beer logo. Getting back to candy, you got the Cocoa Nut Roll candy bar. How about the Bit-O Honey? Old Fashioned ice cream. The exceedingly colorful Clark's Tea-Berry gum. Old Nick. We should have bidders on this stuff. This is fantastic. Wrigley's Double Mint gum. Early Pepsi Cola with the bottle caps on top. We have Lights L-E-I-T-Z beer. Early Coca-Cola with the hand in the bottle. Green Spot Orangeade soda. Tom's peanut butter sandwich rolls. 4 seconds left. Get your bidding in. Lifesavers. Okay, we have Carter at $20 as the current high bidder for all of the match covers. They are neat. There's estimated 24 of them. You will enjoy those. Heading into, and thank you again, Carter. Heading into lot number 26, 23 pieces of vintage advertising metalware dishes, travel dishes you would have gotten abroad by visiting certain areas. This piece here is very unique, and I want to show it to you. You have a glass slash porcelain style top. It's a cigarette ashtray and it would, after you would smoke a cigarette, put it in the ashtray, you turn it a little bit, and underneath one of these holes would contain ashtrays, and the cigarette would pop up out of this piece. And you would be able to get yet another healthy cigarette, smoke it, and dab it in the ashtray, causing shortness of breath and your enjoyment. And then you would suffer through another one here, get that cancer stick out of there, hack up another one, and then go get yet another stick of fine smoking tobacco out of this early ornamental mechanical ashtray. One of my favorite pieces in there, as you could tell. We've got early metal advertising, Victorian era, little plates and dishes. This is lot number 26, I believe. Let me check the number on that. Yes, lot number 26, consisting of an estimated 23 pieces. My career was in the federal prison system, and I worked with, at the time I started in 1989 at the Lewisburg Federal Prison, and they were still smoking inside the prison back then. And I worked with some what were called old timers at the time, which is what I guess I now am, and heavy smokers, one after the other, and they would enjoy this type of ashtray if it was available to them. Excuse me. Down to 10 seconds left in the lot. 5 seconds left. Lot number 26, 23 pieces. No bidders noted thus far. If anyone wants to chime in and buy that lot for $20, we will sell it to them and ship it to them free of charge. Lot number 27. Back to vintage country store items. Again, all healthful tobacco-related products. And to include 3 packs of vintage tobacco, unwrapped with content still in them and the original cellulene covers. This pack, and this pack. This one here, you can actually see through the cellulene covering. Along with this one, it's a pair of unopened Granger packs of tobacco circa 1930s. This was part of the country store find that I had recently. This is a full pack with contents of Carlton Club mixture. A Winston advertising lighter, metal cigarette pack holders, oh, look at this, a Zippo lighter from the highly collectible Zippo factory located in historic Bradford, Pennsylvania. Some of them finest Americans have come from that area of the state in Bradford. The Zippo company, highly collectible Zippo lighters. This one's still in the same pack. Bradford, the home of the Zippo lighter and numerous other Northern Tier Pennsylvania famous Americans that we'll cover in the future. Here's an early lighter. All being sold for one price, $20 might get you this lot. The 4 packs alone of tobacco with contents, well in excess of that opening start amount. Here is a very early metal lighter in this lot, trying to get this in the light as much as possible for you to see. A miniature lighter. Corn cob pipes. We have Carter P as the current high bidder at $24. Next bidder would have to outbid Carter by $2 at a minimum. We run these lots to the very end. and keep them running. Bruce Bramer in at $30. Wise choice. You have 3 packs, actually 4 packs, unopened vintage tobacco packs, 3 of them with the original cellulene coverings. Less than 8 seconds left. Bruce Bramer, the current high bidder, at $30 on lot 27, consisting of 16 pieces. We're going to head right into lot number 28. We had Carter P. came in at $40 on lot 27. Tobacco, 16 pieces. Bruce Bramer in at $46, the current high bidder. On lot 27, 16 different tobacco-related pieces. Bruce Bramer, the current high bidder, at $46. We're going to now head into lot number 28. Back to more metal advertising pieces here. All beer related. And I believe Bruce has won lot number 27 on the tobacco pieces, 16 in total. Thank you again, Bruce, for one of your many buys this evening from us. We are sincerely thankful for that. Schaefer Beer. A lot of these defunct beer companies. A very popular defunct company from Philadelphia, Schmitz Beer can opener. I know we have some Philadelphia area bidders with us tonight. We're grateful for your taking your time to be with us. Drink national beer. This is lot number 28. We have an estimated 24 metal advertising pieces. Arrow 77. Duquesne Pilsner beer from Western Pennsylvania. Schlitz Brewing Company. Schlitz beer, maybe that was the same one I just had, not sure. Schmitz, another one, mint condition, never used, beer can opener. $45 seconds left in this lot. Lot number 28, 24 metal pieces, mostly, if not all, beer advertising. Rupert Knickerbocker Beer. Colonel Rupert used his beer fortune to purchase the New York Yankees in the 1920s, 1930s, and owned them for decades. Colonel Rupert's Beer out of New York City. Oh, another Duquesne Pilsner beer advertising piece. Non-conventional piece. 5 seconds left in this lot. Okay, we now go to lot number 29, consisting of 12 different pieces of sports-related memorabilia. Get ready to see some neat items here. We have a 1957 Brooklyn Dodgers Pee Wee Reese on the cover Sporting News official booklet. A thick booklet with baseball advertising on the back cover and the Hall of Fame shortstop Pee Wee Reese on the front cover. We have a official Chicago Bears 1981 media guide. Media guides are tougher pieces to come across and highly popular due to their rarity for different teams. Done well with vintage media guides over the years. We have an 82 Chicago Bears media guide with Iron Mike Ditka, head coach, on the cover. 3 years before that killer team of 1985 dominated everyone and won a Super Bowl. The 1989 Chicago Bears media guide. 1988 Chicago Bears media guide. 1983 Chicago Bears media guide with Iron Mike Ditka and the legendary George Halas, owner and former coach of the Chicago Bears. an unopened 1961 pack of 18 picture pack cards for the Chicago Cubs with numerous Hall of Famers to include Hack Wilson on the top. This pack has never been opened. Stan the Man Musial book, circa 1950s. We'll get to this in a minute. We have a Spirit of 1976 Philadelphia Phillies Sports Writers Association banquet with an image of Greg Luzinski on the cover to include Bobby Clark and a Philadelphia Eagles tight end. Also a Sixers player in the background on the basketball side of things. And here's what really gets interesting. Carter, thank you for your bid of $20. You're the current high bidder with 45 seconds left in this lot. We have an early 80s football sticker album loaded with the original stickers, the foil stickers, tons of Hall of Famers, Walter Payton. We also have the coinciding early 1982 baseball sticker album. There's Michael Jack Schmidt and numerous other stickers in here. And then this last one in lot number 29, consisting of 12 different pieces, is a fold-out poster. Right here we have the great Reggie Jackson, Pennsylvania native from Wyncote, Pennsylvania. We have a New York Yankees Reggie Jackson fold-out complete poster playing for the New York Yankees circa late 70s, early 80s. We have Carter currently as the high bidder at $20 as the alarm goes off. And we now hit lot number 30, consisting of 37 different vintage baseball cards as we amp it up and show you even better vintage baseball cards. Lot number 30, as we set these out here, consists of 1953 tops. We have a 1956 tops Cleveland Indians baseball team card with Bob Feller, Bob Lemon, and other Hall of Famers. 1954 tops Yankees Eddie Lopat. 53 tops Sherm Lawler baseball card. 1971 tops baseball cards. 1958 tops. All kinds of baseball cards. And we have Bruce Kramer jumping in with a $26 opening bid. Thank you, Bruce. More than 2 minutes left in this auction. This is lot number 30. Thank you, Mr. Bailey, for joining in. Your bid is under the Bruce Kramer bid of $26. In order to be the high bidder on this lot, you'd have to bid a minimum of $28. This lot, 37 baseball cards involved in this lot. Backs here quickly. Might be an extra card or two on the back of some of these. Just want to make sure. Here's an extra card, 1971 tops on the back of this particular sheet of cards. Almost a minute left in this lot. We encourage you bidding often and bidding early. Thank you, Matt, for joining us. Matthew, for joining us on all of our auctions thus far and for your many purchases. We're grateful for that. Lot number 30, consisting of 30 some different baseball cards. Very quickly, we do not have a preview out yet. We're going to have it out as early as Monday, but we're looking to shoot for a following another Wednesday auction next week, starting at 7 p.m. And we're going to go, we're going to try one night of standard price auctioneering. We're going to set a winning bid price. And once someone chimes in and says they want that lot at that price that we established, you will be mailed that lot free of charge. And what my plans are to be extremely gracious and giving is I want to add to that lot until you think that that is a no-brainer at the price we are asking. As soon as someone comes in and says they will take it, we will give it to that person, free shipping included. This lot has ended with a beeper, and we currently have Bruce as the high bidder at $26. We will let you know What else we come across? Bruce, thank you for letting us know you like more baseball and more trade cards. We will have those in that auction. You can take it to the bank next Wednesday. Lot number 31, we're back to travel advertising pieces, 14 pieces in full color. I'll show you these different plates and different things. This is Niagara Falls. Here's a broom style, miniature broom style piece. And what for Washington, D.C. and its monuments and different items, different tourist attractions there. We have the state of New Mexico and a shaped totem pole style advertising metal tray. Washington, D.C. Lincoln Memorial and other tourist attractions plate. A gold colored Empire State New York, state of New York, die cut ashtray style commemorative metal piece. Featuring the Statue of Liberty on it. Another dustpan shaped advertising piece. This is a souvenir of Washington, D.C. circa 1940s. Copper colored piece, embossed tourist attraction sites on there, many others. Oh, thank you so much, Bruce, for chiming in with a bid of $20 on this particular lot. I'm going to put a few of these pieces back in there. This is lot number 31, and there are 14 pieces of vintage advertising travel material in here. The pieces are metal in structure, three-dimensional, mostly embossed graphics of famous travel sites from around the country. Very colorful, ornamental pieces. Type of stuff that in the past I have set out at markets and sold at so much per piece price and been successful with. People like knickknacks. 20 seconds left in this lot. Bruce is the high bidder at $20. Please get your bid in ahead of time before the auction ends, making sure that you have a say in the price that each lot commands. Okay, we're going to head right into lot number 32. We're going to reset the timer there. 16 total pieces. Bruce, thank you so much for winning that last lot at $20. Lot number 32. And please pay close attention here because these are all about graphics. Hot seller for me at the markets and places I set up are cloth bags. We have a vintage cloth here with a hand-sewn embroidered bird on the cloth. Nice heavy cloth material. We have a bag here with the original tag still intact. Another miniature bag. A bag from Hudson, Michigan. Turn these around. Blood Brothers Machine Company advertising bag. Sea Island Sugar Pure Cane bag. Thank you for your compliments on these, Bruce. I appreciate that. Take a look at this one. Quaker Pure Cane Sugar miniature bag, probably 10 to 12 inches high and about 8 inches across. Love the graphics, the Pennsylvania Quaker graphics on this bag. I'm going to go through the rest of them best I can here. Milton, Pennsylvania, Milton Machine Works. We open this one up a little bit. And this is simply a cloth that was meant to be sewn into a bag, most likely. And we have Woodruff Seeds from Milford, Connecticut, advertising bag. Another bag. Oh, I'll take a look at the graphics on this one. So colorful. We thank you for the bid from Carter of $22. These are really cool. Rosedale Park mixed grass seeds. the Fairy Morse Seed Company with a green background on it. Very popular seed company. Thank you for your bid, Bruce, at $24. You're now the high bidder on this lot. We then have a big bag here, okay, for the National Biscuit Company of Toledo, Ohio, advertising bag. We're going to hit these last couple here so you see what you're getting. Oh, this is a killer bag. Look at this. Quality Farm Bureau Ranger certified. We're down to 20 seconds. I have 2 more bags to show you. I'm doing the best I can here. Not much of a folder in my day. We got another advertising product bag with thick material. And look at this last one. Yellow, red, and blue colors on a great early feed bag. A mix bag. Currently have Bruce Bramer as the high bidder at $24 on the vintage feed bags. We're going to head into lot number 33 as we start our last 4 lots for the auction. Thank you, Bruce, for winning a lot 32 at $24. We have a series of vintage metal and wooden primitive tools in this particular lot. Oh, good. No, Bruce, I'm glad you won it. I'm glad you got it at a great price. You certainly did, and that's awesome. We like that. We have an early kettle spoon. We have a vintage three-pronged fork, a vintage wooden spoon. I read the thought of mailing these out for free, to be honest with you. Another big, large metal spoon. We're going to get more into paper, because I like paper because it doesn't weigh much and it looks great and it's highly sellable. But here we have metal goods, an early pointy prong used by settlers 100+ years ago, a thick wooden spoon of lightweight content, 14 pieces in this lot number 23. As we look at them here, I'm just going to let them sit there for now.
Lot 33.
Yeah, lot 33. $14 total pieces in lot 33. I think it's going to cost us more to ship them than a $20 starting bid. That's the way we do business. Thank you for the watchers still with us as we sell this lot and 3 more. We're approaching the 1-minute mark. We're going to shorten the last 3 lots to 2 minutes and 30 seconds each. Again, thank you to all our bidders tonight. Bruce has won a lot of lots, and Carter, as he has on the past several auctions, much the same. Thankful for your participation and your continuity with us. We're looking forward to putting on the best of all auctions with lots of trade cards, baseball cards, and other paper ephemera, possibly some pin-back buttons, whatever we can get in there, all vintage items. A week from tonight, our preview is not yet up because we don't have our lots done yet, but we're going to put them together over the next couple of days and put them out there in smashing form for a week from tonight, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. We're going to go into lot number 34, consisting of 21 pieces. We're back into the Victorian era die cuts and cards. Magnificent piece. I want to take this little guy out. He just happened to be on top. I'll show it to you. Here's a Victorian era booklet with all the contents inside and very beautiful, fragile die cut. We have more die cut flowers here. An outstanding early die cut with a Cupid style child in the middle. in outstanding condition. Early trade card style cards. Thank you, Bruce, for your bid of $30 on this lot. It means a lot to us. Much appreciated. Several more trade cards. Fantastic die cut ensembles there, appearing to be, if not fully intact, almost fully intact. It looks like very little damage to those at all with the embossed backings. We then get into more flowers and then an angel. Die cuts circa 1880s, 1890s. Advertising cards with flowers on them. Another delicate style on flower ensemble die cut with birds at the top, appearing to be complete. Flowers. Different die cut ensemble. We currently have Bruce as the high bidder at $30. Flowers. And an early snowy scene, country scene embossed with a house in the middle of winter. All of these pieces for one price. We currently have Bruce as the high bidder at $30. And we have approximately 35 seconds left in this lot before we begin the last two lots of the evening. Again, Bruce is the high bidder on the die cuts, and we will look to get more die cuts for next Wednesday night. We have them. 2 seconds left. Bruce also says he will take the tools from the previous lot for $20. I definitely would like to mail those to you. That is a pleasure, not a problem. And we thank you for taking those. We will note that on our paperwork here on this end. Wendy will get that down for us.
I thought he did that, and I wasn't sure, so.
And then lot number 35, 49 pieces. Vintage sports related stickers from the late 70s, early 80s. Near mint condition. Recently bought a magnificent sports card collection from the Cole region area of Pennsylvania. Lovely town called Minersville. Spent time with family growing up there back in the day. All right. Right outside of Pottsville, Pennsylvania, home of Yingling Brewing Company. Vintage baseball stickers. Met my good friend Beverly, who helps me out with these auctions over in Minersville one day. We have vintage baseball stickers. Oakland A's, New York Yankees, Boston Red Sox, New York Mets, Orioles. I love these graphics. The soon-to-be name-change Cleveland Indians here. Oh. Vintage foil football stickers. Bruce is in at $20 on these. Thank you once again, Bruce. Lot number 35, we counted an estimated 49 pieces here. Got two large boxes of stickers, which as a kid, I have fond memories of collecting those, and it was neat to see all these still intact, many different varieties. I remembered all of them. You can never have enough stickers when you're a 10-year-old kid. Put them on your lunchbox, on the back of your buddy's head in school, in class. Many different things you could do with those. 49 pieces. The last lot, looking ahead here, is going to be a 2.5-minute lot also. And we're going to be selling vintage toys, toy parts, etc. Honestly, I don't even know what's all in there. Way too much to look at for what we're selling them for. And that'll be an interesting lot, to say the least. We're at 30 seconds left. If you're ever over in that coal region section where I find a lot of stuff, they have awesome things called soupies. If you never had a soupy, try it out. They also have Big Ben's Birch Beer, a restaurant called Coney Island in Shamokin that has been there since 1918. Love to travel around and eat at the diners. Love it. 2 seconds left. I believe we have Bruce as the high bidder at $20 on that lot, allowing for a little bit of lag time again. Once again, thank you, Bruce, for winning that. We're now into the last lot of the evening, which is approximately 21 pieces or bags with pieces in them. I'm going to show you these the best I can without taking them out of the bag. Here's a B-36 bomber with the original Aurora box. I can tell you this guy does not have a wing on this side. There's the box with the model. And there are contents inside the box. I don't know what's in there. We're going to show this the best we can in the time that we have. More toy parts. What appears to be a toy missile of some kind in the bag. Toy bird and its wooden stump. More. This bag is filled with jets, air jets, military air jets. There's got to be 6 of them in this bag alone. Circa Aurora, late 60s, early 70s. Have a pair of Cardinal, actually one Cardinal with the directions. That's a Cardinal bird toy. We have an American airplane, military airplane toy with the original cardboard advertising with that toy. That looks like 1950s. Here's where it really gets fun. You have a big bag with all the original decals in the bag for these different toys. And also with sets of directions, multiple sets of directions in here for these toys, etc. Carter, thank you for bidding $20. You're the current high bidder on the last lot of the evening. Lot 36. We're down to 1 minute left in this lot. And then after this lot's over, I'll speak to you for another minute and we'll shut her down for the evening. Look forward to seeing you next Wednesday evening. We have 50 seconds left. Here's an Aurora directions. Getting more intriguing here. A Mooney Wee Scotsman airplane box with contents on the outside. Again, we do not know if these contents are complete or not. It's the way I bought these. Here's another airplane related model. Oh, yep, let me have that. We have a helicopter here, 25 seconds left. Here's a helicopter toy. Fantastic. I'm trying to show you as much of this. There's a lot more left of these toys. I'm just going to show them to you rather than talk about them because we're down to the 10-second mark on bidding. More military toys. All of this, you're going to get everything for $20 or whatever the high bid is. Lots of jets and planes in here. We have Bruce Bramer coming in at $22. That's the current high bidder on this lot of vintage toys in the bags. Some complete, some not. Carter back at it with $30 on the last lot of the evening. Starting to pack this up. And there we go. Thank you, Daryl, for putting that away. We currently have Carter as the high bidder at $30. Bruce says, enjoy, Carter. Thank you, Bruce. I love the attitude. Carter, we're going to proclaim you the high bidder at $30 as it appears on the last lot of the evening, lot number 36. Carter says that will be fun. Yeah, it's fun. Yep, a lot of pieces to sell there and fun stuff. Aurora is always a good company. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in this evening, especially all those that bid this evening, and even more so those that won lots this evening. We're extremely grateful for that. This has been our most successful auction so far. Auction number 5. Each auction has seen a bit of progress in them, and we are going to continue to present you with the best items we possibly can. We sincerely thank you for your participation. We thank you for your input. Without your input, we don't know what we necessarily would want to put up other than the stuff that's selling well. So we were told sports cards, Victorian trade cards, and other items. Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate that. I had a great time also. It was very nice talking to you. Looking forward to doing much more business. And right now, as it stands, we're going to have an auction next Wednesday night with a preview up as early as Monday night for that auction. Hope you can join us there. We're going to get trade cards. We're going to get more baseball cards. We're going to really mix it up. I might even put some vintage play ball baseball cards in there. Who knows? We want to thank you and just ask you to tune in and watch us on the internet to see what we have to offer. If we have you subscribed, we can Snapchat you directly, or whatever the term is for contacting you directly with information about the upcoming auction, and we're going to do that. If you know friends or other people that would be interested in this, that would help us and keep us going with the bidding activity, that would be greatly appreciated. Again, very grateful for all of you. Have a wonderful rest of the week. We look forward to seeing you a week from Wednesday at 7 p.m. and check us out with a preview sometime late Monday or early Tuesday on that Wednesday 7 p.m. auction. Thanks to all of you. Take care.